Today, on Be Something Wonderful, why your manifesting isn't working and how to fix it. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. We have a big video for you today at Be Something Wonderful, and also on our other YouTube channel at The Tom Kearin. So if you haven't found us there yet, you can find us at The Tom Kearin. And my last name is Kearin. So be sure to check it out. The videos are powerful. It's a different format than the Be Something Wonderful channel, but the same powerful message. Also, this Sunday, we're going to have our first live event of 2025 on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. It's our first live stream of the year where I answer your questions while you ask them live on the chat. And also I talk about topics that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. If you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, check out the link below. That's this Sunday, January 26, 2025 at 12 noontime Pacific time. I'm going to be coming to you live on our first live event. Creators, good morning. I want to talk about a video that we released yesterday on the Be Something Wonderful channel that has got a lot of buzz going about it and wonderful emails that I've been receiving from you and more questions. So this is great. Why your manifested life hasn't, why your desired life, why your manifested life, why your desired life, your dream life hasn't manifested yet. And this was powerful. This is the link to this video is in the description in this video. It's yesterday's video, but you can find the link below. Very powerful because a lot of questions came up. Some of you were writing saying, Tom, yes, that's my experience. I'm living my dream life. I've been living it. And others of you were saying, well, that's not my experience. I have imagined it. I have affirmed it. But my reflection in the 3D world hasn't changed. The physical world hasn't changed. My life hasn't reflected it fast enough. So I get discouraged or it's not working. So I want to talk about this idea today and more. I really want to cast our net one more time so we can move you to this dream life right now that you've always desired, to this dream identity whom you've always desired to be. So remember, I want to start with nothing changes out there because there is no out there. This is the scientist John Wheeler. What's he referring to? When we talk about I am awareness of being, or all that is, or God, or existence, or the great I am, or the one divine mind, or the one consciousness, or the one awareness, or that one changeless ultimate reality. We're talking about that one objective reality. There's only one objective reality that exists independent of your assumptions or beliefs or perceptions of it. And that is you as that I am awareness. It's everything, everywhere, all at once. It's all that is. It's that one changeless reality where you have infinite experiences or subjective experiences of that one objective reality. Objective reality is not out there. That's your subjective experience of that one objective reality. I am God and there is no other. That's what the ancients meant. Be still and know that I am God, that I exist as existence itself, as that one objective, one intelligent, objective, divine mind that's independent of any experience of it. Wow, that's powerful. So I want to start here and we're going to really go a few layers deep today. Nothing manifests out there. Life is not out there. The reflection is not out there. Nothing changes out there. The reflection doesn't change out there. You're not even out there. Do you see it? Everything's an experience within you. The 3D world and the universe are all within you. They're experiences, they're subjective experiences of the one objective reality, all that is, God, existence, consciousness, awareness, pure consciousness or pure awareness. Nothing changes out there because there is nothing out there, right? And we talked about the idea of the mirror principle, right? That if you're standing in front of your mirror at home, you can see your reflection. You know that you can't change the reflection by pawing and banging on the mirror. Nothing changes there. That if you want to change that reflection in the mirror, that you've got to change the physical image or you standing on the other side of it. That physical identity of who you are, to see something different in the mirror. And that the mirror itself is the perceiving apparatus or the mechanism to see yourself as that physical identity. Well, we talked about the idea of the metaphysical mirror works in a very similar way, but it's the other way around. So the image in the mirror is your self-concept. It's who you believe, your truth of who you believe you really are. On the other side of the mirror is the reflection, the physical world you, the changing appearances and circumstances, your changing thoughts and feelings, your physical body and all the physical appearances, plus the non-physical, or the unseen appearances of thoughts and feelings. All those changing circumstances and appearances are all reflections of what you're identifying yourself to be, or your assumptions or beliefs of who you are. And the mirror is the perceiving or apparatus or mechanism, the observing or the perceiving mechanism to know yourself as what? As the one objective reality, I am. As I am awareness itself, as all that is itself. The mirror is part of you knowing yourself as that, experiencing yourself as all that is, as that simultaneous all that isness that you are. And you know yourself by having different infinite perspectives or viewpoints or vantage points or images or identities of who you are. But remember, all of it is you. All of it is real, just like I pointed out in a physical mirror. That reflection is real. If you're real, the physical you standing in front of your mirror at home, the reflection is real. It's just not what it appears to be. It's not what it seems. In other words, you can't change it physically, right? By trying to paw at the mirror. You can't change it. It's not what it seems. It's who you are on the other side of the mirror. The same with the metaphysical mirror. That reflection of the physical circumstances and conditions, right, that you keep seeing in the changing thoughts and feelings are not what they seem, right? They're all a real experience. It's all real. It's all you. They're just not what they seem. What's real then? What's the one real objective reality? Everything else is a subjective experience. I am awareness, the truth of who you are. That one changeless truth, that one changeless reality. No matter what your changing circumstances and your thoughts and feelings and appearances, this never changes. That's objective reality. Everything else is a subjective experience, including your assumptions and beliefs of who you are and your identities. Including the perceiving and mechanism and the apparatus itself is subject to I am. Subject to that one God, that one divine mind, that one awareness, that one consciousness, that one reality, that one ultimate reality, that I am that I am. It's all subject to that. That's what we mean. So we're going to unpack this idea a little bit more. Remember, there's only one reality. There's only one truth, one God, I am. That's the one objective reality. The awareness of being all that is. You being aware as all that is that one objective reality. That's the one and only reality. This means this reality, this one objective reality, exists independent, hear this, of your perception of it or beliefs in it. Or in other words, it exists independent of your subjective experiences of it. Wow. Everything else is What does a subjective experience mean? It means it's subject to a higher source, a higher power. What is that? I am. It's you as I am awareness. But it exists without you don't need to, it doesn't need your belief or perception or anything else. It's the truth of who you are. That truth is changeless. But then you create your experience of that truth. Your infinite perceptions or viewpoints or vantage points of that, or identities. Your subjective experiences of that. The physical world you and reflection of appearances are subjective or subject to your I am awareness. That reflection, that physical world you and those thoughts and feelings. The image, the concept, the I am identity are subject or subjective to your I am awareness. They're subjective or subject to your I am awareness, the truth. Even the image. And the mirror or mechanism of perceiving is subjective or subject to that mechanism, your truth of who you are. It's all subjective or subject to your awareness of being, the truth of who you are. There's no reflection, perception, or life out there to change, or that is changing, or that is happening. It's you. It's your subjective experience. It's all you. It's all I am. See, that's why when you say nothing is changing, you create that idea because your subjective experience is the only experience. It's not happening outside of you. It's not happening out there. So when you say your reality or your reflection or nothing's changed, it means you haven't changed. You're still looking at it and perceiving it from the same way, that it's outside of you. You're creating the same subjective or a similar subjective experience of that one objective reality of all that you are. This is powerful. And I want to go to this specific comment that one of you made. I've been aware of already being. I have experienced that state of knowing. I have felt the wish fulfilled. But life didn't change quick enough to reflect it, so I get discouraged. Why? Because life or the reflection doesn't change. You do, and you haven't changed. Do you see it? If you've changed, you wouldn't get discouraged. That's an indicator that you haven't changed, you haven't moved. If you really have changed, you wouldn't be telling a story that you haven't changed and that nothing changes out there. Do you see it? If you really change, you wouldn't be telling that story because there is no out there. It's just you. If you really have changed, you wouldn't get discouraged. So you haven't changed. That's why nothing's changing. You can't separate yourself, that is subjective experience, of the reality that you are. You're all of it. It's like standing in front of your mirror at home, the physical mirror, and saying, I know my new outfit. I love my new outfit. I feel my new outfit. I see my new outfit. I imagine my new outfit. But you don't change into that new outfit. So so the mirror at home doesn't reflect it because you never change into it. Wow. Do you see? I think one of you made a point like that with talking about a shirt, and I thought that was a great example. So whoever wrote that, thank you for the inspiration. Do you see? I know my new outfit. I love it. I imagine it. I feel it. I feel like I'm in it. I see it. I can see it in my imagination. But I don't change into it. You don't change into it. You're not changing into that being. Wow. And then this comment continues. It's easy to say, know it, be it, and decide it, and declare it. Then keep living with the opposite circumstances will eventually keep you out of that knowing. It's human. This is what you said, but remember, you're making that story up. And then you'll get others who will say, oh yeah, that's what I'm going through too. You create a whole reality around you of others who are experiencing it. You create this whole perception or subjective experience of non-fulfillment by trying to look out there. Right? It's human means it's normal to you, but it's not natural. Natural is I am everything. That who I decide to be, when I change within, everything changes. So exactly, you do what you believe you need to do. to change the reflection out there while looking for the reflection to change. Do you see it? But the reflection's not outside of you. So you're trying to do something to change a reflection that's not outside of you. It's not about doing anything, it's about being. But you haven't changed. All of that means and does nothing until you change. That's why in that scene in The Chosen, which I keep going back to, is so powerful. Jesus, your I am awareness, kept saying, look at me, look at me. He said it twice to the paralyzed man. Because the paralyzed man was looking around out there saying, yeah, the reflection hasn't changed. No one helps me. Nothing has changed. It's the same old thing. Right? And then what does Jesus say? You only need me. Right? You won't look at me. Look at me. You only need me. That pool does nothing. Looking out there does nothing. It means nothing. You're it. And then you go on, unless one can either be content with pure imagination in 4D, fourth dimensional fulfillment, or just get results quick enough to get excited. And remember, I understand where your questions are coming from. They're beautiful questions. And I asked the same questions when I was first came upon these ideas. Right? That we asked the same questions. But that's why you haven't changed. That's why nothing changes, because of that. Because you believe there's a separation or difference, that you've got to live in some 4D dimension, that it's all you, that you are the results, you're all of it, that there's nothing outside of you. 3D, 4D, and 5D are all you. They're all one reality. They're all that ultimate reality, and you having that subjective experience of it. So I get where the questions are coming from. So all that is the one and only objective reality. I am. It's the truth. There you are. I am. That's what is referred to as 5D, right? All it is, that fifth dimension, right? But and then what you're probably calling the fourth dimension is that image, that imagination, what you're imagining yourself to be. But that's simply yourself. That's simply your 4D are simply your definitions or assumptions of the truth of who you are, who you imagine yourself to be. But instead of looking here, who you really are, you're looking here in a reflection, 3D, the reflection, the physical identity, the appearances, the thoughts and feelings. 3D and 4D are subjective or subject to 5D or the truth of your being. They don't exist without this. You are all of it. You say you are all of this. You're not separate of any of it, from any of it. So it's not about trying to be content with fourth dimensional fulfillment or pure imagination. That's all you are. There is nothing out there. So it's not about trying to be only content with that. That's all there is. There is there's nothing out there to manifest to make you feel better. You've got to be that. That's all coming from separation or limitation or lack. There is no other. You are pure imagination. You are fulfillment. You are awareness. So there you are. I just want to show you this. The great I am, the one divine mind, the one objective reality. Everything else is subject to that one reality, that one divine mind, that one God, and there is no other. But you, hear this, are the center of it. Look at this. It's the same I am. Your objective conscious mind is the same objective conscious mind of God. Wow. It's just that when you start looking outward, you turn it into a projection of separation, that you're separate from these reflections and images that you are. Right? 3D is the reflection and mechanism, the finite mind experience of that one divine mind, to experience and know yourself as reality, as the truth of who you are. Subjective reality, it's subjective to who you are. Right? 4D is the imagined concept or image or perception or vantage point or viewpoint or identity as I am and all that is. It's your truth and assumptions. It's a subjective reality. It's subject to you as the great I am. And 5D is the truth of I am, the objective reality. It is that I am, or that great I am. It's all that great I am. You see, there is absolutely no separation. And so you, as the center of it, you are that one objective reality, experiencing yourself as that one objective reality by creating infinite subjective experiences. Do you see it? That we call physical experiences in a 3D physical experience, or 4D experience of imaginal experience, but they're all the same. The 4D and 5D are not separate. It exists as you. So it's you looking out there and deciding, who are you within? Because out there is an instant reflection of who you are being, who you are. It's all you. That's why manifesting isn't working for you, and that's how to fix it. Know that you are the center of it, that it's not about looking out there. When you change within, everything changes. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and these are the studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on our videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere on social media at either Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful, and for being part of our membership channel. Be sure to check out the live stream this Sunday. Also, our follow-on video at the Tom Kearin YouTube channel. It's all coming to you today and this coming Sunday. Creators, with great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.